Are we good? Chat, let me know. Are we good? Is the stream good? Is the frame rate good? There's so much stuff going on this stream. Tree planting, welcome Atmosphere7, welcome Black, welcome John, welcome Susie, welcome F1 Crazy, welcome Chef Boy, welcome Some Chicken Nugget. Perez and Albon are big silly for Crash, wow. Welcome Tim, okay good, so you can hear me. I'm going without headphones today. Why not? We're gonna go without the headphones. Gonna risk it, welcome Kate. Yes, this is it. Monaco GP. We're about to hit the hour countdown. And... okay. Verstappen, Alonso. We will see. We will see who's going to do the best here. Just looking down the leaderboard. So, for me, the big surprise yesterday was Ocon. Now, something that we talked about at the end of qualifying was, yeah, Verstappen's in P1, but he doesn't have Sergio Perez with him. Sergio Perez is way down in 20th. Yeah, Alonso's in P2, but he doesn't have Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll's way down in 14th. Who's the driver in the top 3 that's got a teammate? Charles Leclerc. F1 Crazy getting a hot dog. Susie's got a flowering cherry. Is there going to be rain? I'm looking here at the feed, and I don't think there's going to be rain. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Hang on a second. Bear with me. Might need to... There we go. Nope. Bear with me. Oh, whoa, that's way too close. Hang on a second. There we go. We're good. That's better. I prefer this camera angle anyway. I prefer it. Welcome, Mr. Mondeo. Good job. I was only looking at adverts there. There's plenty of them. But it's going to be exciting. Who was here, by the way? Who was here for... I've got to look over here now for the camera. Who was here for qualifying yesterday? The camera used to be here. Now it's all the way over here. Kind of weird. Gone for a different camera angle. Okay, it says light. It's perfectly light in here. We've got the natural light. F1 Crazy says, better not rain to overcate. F1 Crazy, are you in Monaco as well? Are you in Monaco? I thought F1 Edits was in Monaco, but maybe F1 Edits has transformed into F1 Crazy. Now you can see in the bottom left, that is where Martin Brundle was standing yesterday. See that crosswalk? So it kind of looks like you're on the track, but as you can see, you're not really on the track. But it's a great vantage point. Oh, F1 Credits has evolved into F1 Crazy. Congratulations on the evolution there. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Mr. Mbadeo, I drove the track for real years ago. Turn 2 is deceptive when there's no race. There's a road to the left before turn 2 you don't see in the race. What do you mean turn 2? What is turn 2 at Monaco? What is turn 2 at Monaco? See you, Alex? Westy, have you been Stripe playing game? No. Every stream I've done on F1 Live is still up. Still viewable. So the answer is kind of no. See, look, is that a Bentley going there on the left? Where that Bentley's going, that's where you get a really good view. You know what we can do while we're waiting? We can kind of make this a bit bigger if you want. We don't necessarily need the F1 Manager stuff. We can do this. Should we do that for now? Should we have the big video there? Do we want to have that like there? It's a sweeping lip before. We will see in this video, probably when I go to it, we will see what it's like. Let me bring this camera, not camera. What is it? It's a microphone. There we go. Oh, that's really nice now. Okay, now I feel like sort of in the seat. The live timing was really good yesterday. It was faster than you could see on the actual feed. So that's the best view. Before that, I turned left. Oh, so when you were driving it normally, okay, I get it. There's no barriers. The barriers aren't there. KCR says, I'm a KCR driver Discord. To be a KCR driver, you have to drive cleanly, John. And I've been getting some reports that you should be driving cleanly. So going here into the tunnel is so cool though. Like actually driving underneath a hotel. So I assume those rooms are very expensive and I assume people stay in them. Like what is it like to be in the room there? How good is the soundproofing? I don't understand how people hate on Monaco. It's like, it's such a crazy concept to drive to have an F1 race in this like tiny, whatever you call it, like city state or something. It's like, it actually has like so much character and yet people want to get rid of it, but they don't care too much when we go to like some random circuit, you know, miles out of Qatar. This is quite a special thing. So you got to remember, if F1 had their way last year, they wouldn't be a race this year because they threatened to not renew it. Monaco needs to come back to GT. Yes, absolutely, that would be huge. I mean, considering they've done the world tour in Monaco, and yeah, so they've obviously got a relationship with Monaco hosting the event there. You think they could add it to the game? That would be sick. Mr. Monday was 2003. Was 2003? Was that Kimi Räikkönen getting his ice cream? By the way, in the Sky Sports feed, they've just got Martin Brundle doing exactly the same thing we're doing here. So I think Sky Sports have copied us here, doing a track walk in the pre-race. Atmospheric, this track is still missing GT7. I completely agree. I completely agree. It would be great. Imagine trying to do like, imagine the time trialing at Monaco. How cool would that be? That would be really, really, really cool. Kachula, is this F1 live right now? Well, we are live, 100%, yes. Ask me something that I wouldn't be able to guess, and I will answer you to prove it's live. We are the new Sky Sports, yeah. I did actually meet up with the Sky Sports people last year. Who knows? Maybe next year, if we keep growing the channel, maybe next year we will do something like that. Hit that like button if you want to see us go back to Monaco. If the channel was bigger, I would be streaming from Monaco right now. That's the reality. So if you want to see that, let's get those likes up. When I'm in Monaco, I just go places I'm not really not meant to go. Oh, is this an Aston Martin SUV thing? That's the one for the safety car, isn't it? I think somewhere on the left, that's where they... Isn't that... Where do they do the Gran Turismo stuff? Isn't it close by here? Big danger of getting run over at Monaco everywhere you go. But the big oh, look at... Oh, that's like a little monument they've got there. The big question, I think, today is going to be, what is Alonso going to do at turn 1? And then if Verstappen gets ahead of Alonso, is Alonso going to try and do an undercut? Because they have to do one pit stop. So there's an opportunity for an undercut in the sense that you can get on a fresher compound. You'll have to use 2 compounds in the race if it's a dry race. So, but will Alonso want to get on that fresher compound? I don't know. Wayne, were you over for GP weekend? I was over. I was there. I've got all the videos. We were there for qualifying, there for the race. It's just very expensive. Monaco in Miatas, exactly. Imagine all the crazy... Monaco in Alfards. Monaco in the Honda 60s car. They need... Oh, look, Pastor Maldonado. They need to add it. Alonso to win, please. Yeah, let us know in the chat, by the way. Who do you want to win today? Who do you want to win the Monaco Grand Prix? Important for us to know. Wayne's jealous. That's the thing, Wayne. We can share it with you. We can share it with you. Kachula says, I think he will put DRS on the long to compensate the sharp corner with PI and plus 1.44.81 brackets 8 close brackets. He was a bit faster than Max, but still he can be faster to compensate his minus 2.00. I understood none of that, but I'm happy for you, bro. Mr. Mondo hates Max Verstappen. Gutted when he gets pole. Wayne says, come on, Alonso. Captain starts now. Yes, we are almost into the hour countdown. Welcome, Dan86. Alonso to win. Dan becoming a member yesterday in the stream. We love to see it. getting those tips on who to support, and we said to Dan, support Fernando Alonso, and here he is as a member supporting Alonso. You love to see it. Atmospheric Porsche Super Cup P2. BWT car overtakes P1 GP Elite before the first corner. So Alonso could have a chance, but the race is very long, yes. It is a long race, and at Monaco, anything can happen. Safety cars. What happens if Max Verstappen's in P1, Alonso's in P2, around lap 12, 15, something like that? A crash happens, Verstappen goes past the pits, and Alonso can pit under safety car and get that cheap stop, and by the time Verstappen comes around, Alonso jumps him. What if something like that happens? Welcome, Mary C.S. Fernie. Hi, I'd love to see Alonso win. We got the Alonso fans in here. Let me get the old screen. Ah, my arm. Ow. Ow. Kachula Jan, I was kidding. I was just writing things. Is that F1? Oh, okay, fine. Welcome, RC and Fun. Where is old Nando? There he is. Here he is. Who's supporting this guy? Let us know in the chat if you're supporting Nando. Can I actually... That's fine. Anyway, if you're supporting Nando... I shouldn't put it over the microphone. Hang on, it's probably rustling. I can't hear today. I don't really want to. Ah. Nando. Nando, no. Oh, what if I can get Nando? Yes! There he is. Ah, he's gone. I need to sort of tuck you in. I need to tuck him in. He's kind of there. Nando, stand... Oh, damn it. Drive to Survive, be like, yeah. Quality content, mate. Appreciate it, Ace. At GP, we're going to see at least 2 safety cars. Let's get a poll going, chat. Let's get a poll going. What do we think we should do for the poll right now? We could do how many safety cars. Hang on, I need to... This might... How many safety... We could do how many safety cars? What poll should we do? I think they forecast chances of rain, but I don't think there's going to be any rain today. I'm looking at the drivers' parade, and it's blue skies. Let's just say who is going to win. Who is going to win Monaco today? Right, we only have 4 options, chat. We're the people, we decide the poll. People are going to come in through the stream and vote. So what do we want in here? We've obviously got to have Verstappen. We've obviously got to have Alonso. Who else should we have, chat? Should we have Ocon, Jay? So we've got Verstappen, Alonso. We've got 2 more options in the poll. Let me know who else you want to see. Meanwhile, I'm just going to try and get Nando up here. There he is. Finally, a use for all these trophies. So many damn trophies, and not enough use for them. Ugh. There's Nando. There he is. Alright. Oh, that's where my arm goes. Great. Leclerc. Okay, we'll put Leclerc in there. Who else? We've got one more option. Do we want to put an option? Do we want to put someone else? F1 Crazy on the ground saying I think it's going to be a wet race, but I've been to Monaco quite a few times, and the weather I'm seeing, I don't think it's going to be a wet race. I got to be honest. How about George? I'm going to say, I'm just going to do someone else. There we go. Boom, we got the poll. Oh, and let me do a like target as well. What are we doing? With 33 likes, I can see. Let's hit that like target. Please get us to 500 likes. Hit the like button. please. There we go. Little target. Right. Wow, Alonso is coming in hot on the vote front, isn't he? Don't worry, it's just more workday adverts on the Sky feed. Not missing anything. Charles got a 3-place penalty. Yes, penalty for Charles. Which is not reflected in the standings there. That is the standings that have continued from yesterday. So that is interesting. There's only 55 of us there. We're the strong 55. We're the strong 55. Mr. Monday, they had a simulator set up. I once met Alec McNish and Juicens when I was buying nails. Is Juicens a nail bar or something? Is that where you get like what? Is it like those gel nails? At the time I was taking part in, so if you want to be a F1 driver. So Alec McNish was getting nails, like nail varnish. Each to their own, I say. Each to their own. Wesel saying, how about George Leclerc? Leclerc's in there. George can go under someone else. But there is 0% of votes for Charles Leclerc. For the home driver, the Monegasque. It's this time of year where you hear the word Monegasque more than you... Like, you don't hear this Monegasque any other time of the year. But right now, it's just Monegasque. You can't move without hearing the word Monegasque. Anyone know where Charles Leclerc is from? Okay. Right. Yeah, we're aiming high, Vlatko. We're aiming high. Good to see you. How you doing, Bill Jones? Pass load gun nails, isn't it? What nails they are? I'm not an expert in that world. Peter Level would like to see Lewis win. We had big love for Lewis yesterday. Obviously, Lewis Hamilton damaged the car in FP3. They had to fix the suspension. You know? Suspension. Mary says Charles Leclerc doesn't have a lot thus far anyway. Yes, so Charles Leclerc's luck at Monaco. One time he poled it and then he couldn't even start the race because Ferrari didn't want to change the gearbox. And I think on the way to the grid, the car broke down. They sent a stress fracture, so he entered that Grand Prix, but he didn't start it. One time, I think I might have been there, Ferrari did a horrendous thing where they called him in, then they said, stay out. He was already in. That really cost him. Obviously, last year, Perez stacked it. Well, a bit controversial, he stacked it. Perez had an issue in the final lap of qualifying. F1 Crazy Lewis to Ferrari. Is it confirmed? Can you confirm, F1 Crazy? Welcome, Josh. Good to see you. Nails for a nail gun. Ah, okay. Okay, I didn't know. It wasn't clear to me. It wasn't clear to me. Yeah, we are 54 minutes away from race starts. I've got the feed up. I'll keep you updated if there's any drama, any issues, as there can be sometimes. Mr. Mondea saying Alonso first for me, Leclerc my second choice. Welcome Chris Lloyd as well to the community. Verstappen is still winning here. He's still winning on the feed, but it's very close. Leclerc has 0% of the votes. So really not a lot of Ferrari fans in here. We don't have those Ferrari fans. But Verstappen 47%, Alonso 41%. Get your votes in there. Only 32 votes. 60 people watching, so we can get some more of an accurate representation. Verstappen now extending it. People are getting more votes in. 47% for Verstappen. Alonso's falling behind. F1 Crazy not confirmed, but Ferrari offered 40 million, then Merc offered 50, and Ferrari now offering 60. Would you pay 60 million pounds or euros, I presume, for Lewis Hamilton? Who in chat would pay 60 million for Lewis Hamilton? Oh yeah, he's dropped 3 positions. You're right. He's dropped 3. It's a very good point. Very good point. Abijay says, mate, it's not that there are no Ferrari fans. There's 3% now. It's just that it's Monaco, not really the race for overtakes. Disaster. Do we think the penalty was justified, by the way? John Boss has got Dutch blood in me. You know who I hope wins. We've got another Alonso fan in the house from John Boss. Another Alonso fan. Josh is gunning for Alonso. Hope your man wins. Hannah says, happy birthday, Josh. Is it Josh's birthday? Did I miss that? Is it Josh's... Hannah's just come in saying, happy birthday, Josh. Josh Hill, is it your birthday? Can you confirm? Is this big news that I didn't know about? Have we missed a birthday? We're normally very good on birthdays. Did we miss a birthday in the chat? Danny says Hamilton's not going to go to a team that can barely get their car to finish a race. Ouch. Mary says he was crawling on the racing lines. Fair enough. Yeah, but it's difficult in the tunnel because when you go in the tunnel, as you see in this video, the lighting's like you kind of get blinded as you go in and blinded as you come out. So I don't know. I'm just happy there wasn't a big accident, to be honest. Also, Norris was well out of sync, wasn't he? So it was kind of a bit weird situation. Abby J says it was, but it wasn't Leclerc's fault. Fire Javi already, for God's sake. Why are we getting involved in football here? What's Barcelona got to do with this? John Boss has now switched allegiance to Max Verstappen. He's going for Max, the man from the Netherlands. Atmosphere is sure he's an amazing driver. You know, less politics or fashion, and he's perfect. Not a fan of Hamilton's fashion. Josh Hill can confirm Alonso birthday win. Josh, can you confirm, is it your birthday? Does Hannah know something we don't? Mary says normally, yeah, it might as well be a penalty for the Ferrari engineers not doing that good a job. That might be what it is. I think the drivers are in the cars now sort of going to go around. They normally do just a few, not installation laps, but a few laps, and then they get to the grid. Then there'll be the grid. Should have put my grid walk video up. From Formula E. We'll do that for Catalonia. Jay, drivers agreed they aren't meant to be going so fast. That's a good point. Maybe he should have just cracked on through the tunnel. And he could have sort of cut the chicane, just stayed offline at the chicane. Oh, Xavi's his race engineer. Xavi's got a lot of hats. Very impressive. I don't know how he splits his time between... I suppose they are going to Barcelona next week, but... Barcelona not playing today? Han says Hamilton would love to take Alonso's seat. Oh, Hamilton and Alonso at Aston Martin. Could it happen? Would Papa Stroll make that happen? Looking at Ocon's Alpine, they're doing some last-minute adjustments in there to the seatbelt. And yes, the cars are already stacked at the end of the pit lane. Normally the track is open a bit, so they might go around a few times and then they'll start going to their grid slots. Jay saying, yeah, you can't see the cars in the tunnel. Shane would have loved a Charles win. Yeah, it's Charles' win. Josh can confirm the birthday Alonso win. Can we get some birthday candles out for Josh, please, in the chat? Oh God, where are they? Can we get some candles out for Josh? 12-month member of the channel. And also his birthday. I don't have the birthday cake, so I'm going to give you something a little bit more healthy, Josh. Just going to give you something a little bit more healthy. I'm just stacking them up, as you can hear. As you can see, I'm stacking these up. I'm going to get banned by my own mods. I just want to maximise this. There we go. There you go, Josh. Have some of those. Have a healthy birthday this year. Stay off the cake. Han says Papa Stroll want to keep Alonso for another year and his son. Yes, well, will Honda want to keep Alonso? That's the big question. Does anyone think there's an apparent conflict of interest with the safety car being an Aston Martin? And safety car could be absolutely critical here. There we go. We love to see it. Josh Hill, member for 19 months. Sorry, Josh. I massively downgraded you there. With 12 months. Josh Hill, of course, has been a member for 19 months. Absolutely huge. Thank you so much, Josh. Abijay kind of wants to see Drugovich in F1. Abijay, have you seen my interview with Felipe Drugovich? Have you seen my interview with Felipe? Chat, has anyone seen my interview on this channel? There's an interview on this channel with Felipe Drugovich, the fastest driver in the world who is not in Formula 1. Jay says no, it was a Mercedes for years. Danny says no, safety car just follows the rules. But is it an apparent conflict? Does it give the impression that it could be a conflict? Abijay hasn't. There we go. This is the thing. I don't know whether I should set up another channel for real world motorsport stuff. We can try. No harm in it. Here we can see the yachts, by the way, on stream. We can see the yachts. And I think you might already be getting some data of cars going around, actually, on the track. Han says, by the way, when you say De Vries, please make the S at the end sound a bit more and longer. Being Dutch, we do that. Okay, sorry. Nick De Vries is hoping to have a good result in this race. He's under a lot of pressure. Was that better? Atmospheric says, Alonso to Red Bull, Hamilton to Aston Martin. Whoa, we're hanging. We're doing some silly season here. Alonso to Red Bull. Okay, that's kind of silly. But awesome. How good would that be? Max and Alonso at Red Bull. Hang on. I want to see that. Hamilton to Aston Martin. I can see that. Perez to Mercedes. I cannot see at all. I think Perez is going to be a very good endurance driver. Perez is going to win. Hang on. Whoa. Hang on. No. Save this moment. The next winner of the Triple Crown is going to be Sergio Perez. He is going to be so good in endurance racing. He's won Monaco, and then he just needs to do Indy. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. What do you think? Sergio Perez is going to be the next Triple Crown winner. I want to see the odds on that. Can anyone get the odds on Sergio Perez being the next Triple Crown winner? Chat. Big shout, but let me know. Oh, it's grid walk time. By the way, 2 more grid walks from me this season. We're going to be doing a grid walk in Rome, and we're going to be doing a grid walk in London for Formula E. So if you haven't seen my grid walk, then give me some feedback. Let me know who you want me to go up to. Give me some facts about the drivers, some questions that I can answer them. Alonso is a good teacher for Stroll, Patrick says. Yeah, I agree. Stroll, I'm not sure Stroll can be a team leader. Cass says Stirol won't get rid of his son. Danya saying my name is pronounced with a nyat sound at the end, like an. You can't give me an N with a mustache on it and tell me that's how you pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce an N with a mustache. Abijay, I can see that about a 70% chance. Okay. Danya mustache saying, I don't know, good chance, G. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. Sergio Perez potentially next Triple Crown winner. It's a very early grid walk here for Martin Brundle because the cars aren't even on the grid. So he's on the grid. Maybe they do 2 grid walks now. Maybe this is like the first grid walk. I don't know. Or maybe it's honestly, being on the grid is crazy. Having been on the grid for Formula E in Berlin, it's just insane. Like, it's just a moment in time where I just hope it comes across in the video how cool it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. Maybe we'll get to do one at Formula 1. Obviously, we've done. Actually, I haven't shared it. I did a pit walk as well at WEC. I haven't shared that yet. I have so many real world videos to do. I just don't know. Oh, camera's got something. I don't know whether to do real world motorsport stuff on this channel or create another channel where it's just me and real world motorsport events. I just don't know. Maybe I simulcast it. Max Verstappen is getting pushed down to his berth in P1, right side of the grid here at Monaco for P1. So you have the inside line at Saint Devote. The interesting thing at Monaco is, if the driver in P2 gets a good run and can get around the outside of you at Saint Devote, you really can't put him in the wall. Because A, it looks bad, but B, you stand a very high that if you put someone in the wall there, they'll just go into the wall and back into you and you will both get taken out. We've seen it in Formula 2, GP2, GP3, like time after time after time. So if Nando can sort of get a wheel up the outside of Verstappen there, it's one of the few places where being on the outside, you actually put the person on the inside under pressure. So normally if you're on the outside, Verstappen could push you off. But here, Verstappen would run the risk of it coming back onto him. Jay's going Silverstone, hopefully Mert pick up some pace. And very nice, very nice. Anyone else in the chat going to some races this year? Abijay, which driver is your favourite in the driver's grid today? Tough question for me. I'm looking down. I don't really have a favourite, to be honest. I genuinely don't have a favourite. So, just hope we have some good results, good drives. Danny says Perez is currently a better driver than previous drivers that have been in Red Bull seat. But would you think that with mistakes like this, Horner? Yes, I think Horner might. I wouldn't be surprised. Another big tip. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Daniel Ricciardo win before the end of the season. If Perez has 1 or 2 more mistakes, they'll put Ricciardo in. They'll put it in. It'll just be good publicity as well. They know they've got this sewn up. And I think Perez is maybe a bit more ballsy than they wanted. Perez is a bit more ballsy than, say, Bottas was at Mercedes. Bottas didn't really do anything underhand at Mercedes, whereas Perez last year at Monaco, I'm surprised he didn't get called out on it, to be honest. Welcome, Bob Nacho. Good to see KTR Nacho in the chat. Got the sun with some cloud. Is that a report on the weather where you are? Abu J says Red Bull are intense, but I honestly don't see Perez making that many mistakes. We will see. We will see. Unusual mistake from yesterday. Yuki Tsunoda starting in P9. We'll see how he can do. Jay, I think he wants to put Danny Rick in regardless. I agree. I agree. I don't think Danny Rick would have taken a third driver role. If there wasn't really some concrete opportunity to get in the car. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda's dropped his sunglasses. Deary me. I'm sure you can get another pair. I lost my sunglasses on the grid walk. That was the only negative thing about my grid walk at Formula E, is that I lost my sunglasses. I think someone stole them off my head. Someone had lost their sunglasses, wanted to look cool on the grid, and just sort of plucked them. I had to get some new ones for Spa. The sunglasses you see on the left are different to these sunglasses, and I really like those ones. Those are my favourite. I'd had those for, like, honestly, 6 years. F1 Crazy has so many cars. F1 Crazy's live on the... Are you at the top of the K grandstand peering over the back? The classic manoeuvre. Textbook. Is that what's going on? Max Verstappen sponsored by EA Sports. F1 2023. Wow. Big game coming out. Kireth, put the grid walk on. I can't put the grid walk on because I edited the grid walk on my laptop. And this is on my PC, so I don't have the file, unfortunately. But we can do it for Catalunya. For Catalunya, we'll do it. Daniel, how far do you think Perez will be able to... well, that's the big question. Perez was 250 to 1 to win this race. So if you put £10 on... I'm not a gambling person, but if you had put £10 on Sergio Perez, you could have got £2,500 if he wins the race, but he's not going to win the race, according to the odds. F1 Crazy is close to the back. Yee. Abijay, what a season it's been for Tsunoda, absolutely dragging that wagon to P9. Yeah, Tsunoda, I think, has really stepped up. It's his 3rd season. He's very much a team leader in that team. He's a young driver. So yeah, our Aston Martin with the Honda engine going to want to put a Japanese driver in there. See, Alpine have 2 French drivers. We will see. We will see. By the way, welcome to the stream. If you're new, let us know in the chat if you're new to the stream, or let us know if you were here yesterday and you're here to finish the story of the race. Here live on KCR Sports. Jason, there's a slight chance of rain. F1 Crazy, can you confirm? F1 Crazy is at Monaco right now. Can you confirm, if you look up, what is the situation on the weather? Are there clouds forming? Have a look over the hills, away from the bay, because the weather often comes in over the hills. That's the big one. Where is Mentu Drogovic? It's a Formula E video. It's called like Formula E Rookies or something like that. I might clip it and do it standalone as well. So we will see. Literally look up. Yeah, just look up F1 Crazy. Right, F1 Crazy, this is live weather report. It's blue, but over the hills there are a few dark clouds. Rain confirmed. Rain has just been confirmed live on the ground. In fact, I'm going to type it in chat. Rain confirmed. It is raining somewhere in the world. Confirmed. KCR Sports, yeah, maybe broadcast it. A lot of exciting stuff coming up, actually. Not just in the channel, but also in the community. By the way, there's 3,000 people in our Discord. So if you really like this community, if you're just chilling but you like the community, there's a link to the Discord in the description. In fact, I do one here as well. That is where everyone hangs out. Is the bot here? I haven't seen the bot. Oh, there he is. I should change that as well because we have an easier link. Welcome T, good to see you. Rain. It's raining somewhere in the world. Welcome Alexia, good to see you as well. Atmospheric 7 says, rain, damn. Can we beat the record? 3 red flags today. I hope not. We will see. We will see. It could be one of those where you just it's a real test on the driver in P1. Just got a red flag again, bring everyone back to you. Got to go, another red flag, bring everyone back to you. Patrick Dix, love to see more from me. Good news, Patrick, because of your support, because of the so much support we got on the comments of the previous Formula E videos, I'm going to Rome with Formula E for the Rome E Prix, and I'm staying in London for the London E Prix. So, and there's a lot more stuff to do. There's just more content that I shot there than I can do it with. So, I've got a full walk around of the Formula E car. I found a Formula E car hidden away, and it was all like stripped up. So I hope I can share the video. But I just went around it and looked at everything. The Discord link is invalidated. Surely not. Nah, it isn't. Sorry, mate. You're just invalidated. Hang on.
Looks like quite a big.
That did remind me that F1 Manager had stopped though. LaRue Redinson. Today the pre-race is getting on my nerves, dude. On Mick on track. Even you doing better than what is his name? What is his name? LaRue. LaRue, you sound like you got some issues. You want to externalize them. Let us know what's grinding your gears at the moment, LaRue. Let us know. Sounds like you got some stuff you want to get off your chest. Bob, do you ever wonder... Okay, yes, and the Sim Doctor as well. Newsletter coming out tomorrow morning. Free newsletter coming out tomorrow. Don't miss it. The support has been insane. John Boss, not raining in my part of Canada. Okay, should we write no rain in the chat? F1 Crazy, my bet rain lap 13. Wow, where there are 33 minutes to go till race start. And obviously last year was a wet race. In fact, last year didn't they delay the start of the race? Last year was chaos, honestly. It rained so much last year. Hang on, let me get this in. It rained so much last year that all the security went inside. And so it was just a free-for-all in the grandstands. There we go, that's the actual proper link. Elliot Winterbottom, will this show the whole race? Yes, we are going to be here. We're going to show you the whole race here. We're going to follow the race, Elliot. We got you covered. We got you covered here. Alexei, man, if you don't mind, from where have you earned so much money to visit Formula E and F1 races? Firstly, I haven't. That's why I'm not a Formula 1. Formula E invited me to go and create some short videos for them. So I created some short videos, and while I was there, I also recorded a lot of stuff. So Formula E, I went there. That was sponsored by Formula E, basically. So they saw the channel. They were like, okay, we kind of like what this guy does. They invited me over. Then they saw the content that we did on the side, and they really liked it. So we're going to go to Rome. We're going to go to London as well. Maybe next year we'll do more. We're not going to Jakarta. Jakarta is next week. That's quite an expensive one. But, you know, if we keep doing good content, and people like it, and people show the support, then Formula E will say, okay, come back. And then we can do more stuff, like more grid walks. The race is going to start in 33 minutes. Yeah, Atmospheric 7's got it. 33 minutes. Hashtag Verstappen. Yeah, big events coming up as well in the space. A lot of stuff happening. At the moment, nothing's going on at Monaco. It's just people on the grid. Everyone's wearing white for some reason. I don't know why. Must be a thing, but everyone's like in white. Fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. F1 Crazy going Silverstone. No, I won't be going to Silverstone. But again, unless someone gets in touch. No worries, Alexio. That's why your support... You're completely right. To go to Formula E and stuff like that would be very expensive, but your support of the videos and the community literally converts into things that would otherwise be very expensive that we get to experience. Leroux, the commentator on the track gives less information than you. You are even giving more facts and information than the commentator. Who is the commentator though, Leroux? That I very high praise. Thank you very much. But who is the commentator? Or is it he shall or she shall not be named? Ferenc, I was so excited. It was rain forecast for all 3 days and we got none. Well, we have a man on the ground, F1 Crazy 27, previously the artist previously known as F1 Edits. Oh, it's Suzuki Swift on the track. Is saying that rain clouds are forming. And Alonso, by the way, has gone into the lead on the pole. Mr. Monday, can you say hi to my mum Frida, lol, she's got a broken leg. Why do you say, can you say hi to my mum, lol, she's got a broken leg? Hello to Frida. Sorry to hear about the broken leg. Done a Michael Schumacher there. Hope you have a very speedy recovery. Bob's got the link, yeah, all there as well. Everything, even real world. A lot of the vlogs are there as well. So we'll put a Formula 1 section up there. Formula E. Anyone wants to contribute as well can definitely do some contributing. We are just 31 minutes away, everyone. This is it. The Monaco GP live stream. 42 minutes in, 29 minutes away. Can we get some likes in chat for Mr. Mondeo's mum there who's broken the leg, unfortunately? So you can see here on the video on your left, this is the grid, and we're going to be walking up to the P1. I'll show you on the left here. This is the P1 pit box. This one here, just before the start-finish line, I believe. Yes, this is the P1. It's just a normal road, and you can see they even have a little P1 or 1 on the left of it. And that's the yellow line where you've got it helps you to not go over the box, more visible. And you see there is the notional start line there. I don't think that's actually the finish line. Don't think, but that's the start line. I might be wrong. Might be both. Some chicken nugget is saying Quazo. Just Quazo. What do you mean Quazo? What's going on with Quazo? Big news in the Quazo community. You can see a man getting out of a Tesla looking very smart. Oh, he's a chauffeur. We had a chauffeur in the chat yesterday. Obviously, I prefer to roam around on foot. This is the pit exit. Very weird pit exit here, isn't it? Very weird. Backing into the pit lane. That's where when I say the drivers are stacking. Are you okay, some chicken nugget? Do you want some more chicken nuggets? There we go. F1 Crazy, how do you feel about the sign on the straight? What tells you when someone's getting a pits? I think it's too distracting. I have noticed it. I'm not sure it's ever been that prominent in previous years, but I think it's helpful just to say that someone's coming out of the pits, because it is quite a weird pit exit. It's a very weird Grand Prix, full stop. By the way, in the chat, let us know, do you actually like the Monaco Grand Prix? Do you like it or not like it? What do you think? A lot of people don't like it. Alexei, man, you're like Formula E and Formula 1 invited. Not Formula 1 yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Just all I can say is keep liking the streams, keep liking the videos, keep showing your support. If you like it, please show that support. If you don't like it, no worries, don't like it. But if you do like it, please show it, because then brands see that and then we can go and we can sort of do our stuff. More access. John Boss doesn't like it. Kate likes it, John Boss doesn't like it. Oh, John Boss. What do you not like about Monaco? Let us know. Magic Beans is usually a boring race, hard to overtake. We will see today. We will see. F1 Crazy is better in person, but it's a classic track, so you need to keep it. Rubber Slug, I just like racing in general. Alexio likes it. I think it is one of those ones where it's a little bit more than just the pure race. It's the whole theatre of it, the spectacle, the context. I personally feel like F1 would be a lot... Oh, look at that. Is that a Ferrari 360 Modena or something? I couldn't see. It's quite small on my screen. Let me know what car that was if you saw it. John Boss, too old of a track. Oh no, Silverstone's quite old. Mary CS Fernie, it's a bit different to all the others. I like it, but overtaking or lack thereof can make it a bit of a procession. We will see. We will see. It is difficult to overtake. In fact, I've been told that the last overtake for the last on-track overtake for the win at Monaco was Damon Hill on Jean Alesi in 1996. F1, that doesn't tell the whole story there, because how many people have stacked it. I remember Hamilton, long pit stop. I was here one year in the rain. I think he lost out to Rosberg. That might have been 2016. Hans, it's not the right circuit for these cars. Atmospheric, yeah, it's pretty dangerous to drive. It's an art to do a flawless GP. Hyper-focus for sure, especially with an F1 car, I agree. Patrick says Monaco is a historic track, but I don't like to drive on it, to be honest. Okay. History since... Is it 1929 at Monaco? Surely not. That is old. So they're coming up to the 100 years. Because it's 100 years of Le Mans. It's 100 years of Le Mans in 2 weeks. Don't think we're going to go to Le Mans. I don't think... when I go... It's too soon to go to another event, I think. I don't... In a different world, we could have been at Monaco here, then we could have gone to Catalonia, then we could have gone to Le Mans, but I need to have... It takes a long time for me to create the videos that sort of really get the traction on the channel. Mary saw that one. 96 was the year I started watching F1. So Mary's first year of F1 was the last overtake for the lead. Will we see one today, though, on lap 1, turn 1? History, rules are there to be broken, everything. Records there to be broken. T says, imagine taking the RA270 around Monaco. That would be crazy. Monaco would just be, like, such a huge thing. Oh, Sky, they're doing exactly the same thing I'm doing. You're literally missing out nothing. It's just Ted Kravitz walking... Oh, they're building a new hotel. Got a little tickly cough there. 1 second. Where I show you all that construction in this video, they're now still building it. Imagine the Mavericks. No, please no. I don't want to see the Mavericks. Our Brazilian friends will like it though. Rubber Slug, maybe I'll sponsor the man. Don't know. These things are not. It's not cheap to go to them, and normally it's better when you get a complimentary ticket. Maybe a accommodation as well. The man's name is Will Buxton. The man has been revealed as William Buxton III. Mary says, I think Alonso will be a bit punchy in if Verstappen's back start. Yeah, Alonso presumably will try and be all over him. Nothing to lose with Alonso. Kind of reminds me of Schumacher a few years ago. Quite a few years ago. Yeah, the turbo, the second gear around here will be absolutely lethal. By the way, what we're doing now is genuinely better than the Sky Sports. Like, if anyone's got a Sky Sports on, we're just doing... It's so much better what we've got. Triple cam. They might have a slightly better camera, but we just speak from the heart. We just say how we see it. We just, we don't sugarcoat anything. What's my race winner's prediction? It's got to be Max Verstappen. Very difficult to look past Max Verstappen here. Welcome, Neil Spector. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Dania, next time a track is slided, they should bring boats. They could, bring the yachts on. They can't do that in Miami. Carlos Sainz is looking like he's 5 years older. Carlos Sainz has aged like 5 years this season. He's looking more and more like his dad. He looks kind of pissed as well. Carlos Sainz looks like he's in a mood. I've just seen Carlos Sainz, and I reckon he could be one to look out for. He looks like he's, he wants to do something here. Chicken Nugget says, oh. Welcome along, by the way. If you're new, let us know who you think is going to win the race. Let us know who you want to win the Monaco GP, because we are just 20 minutes away. So we are getting very, very, very close now. We'll have to see if anyone's going to try a big strategy undercut. Is someone going to be able to sweep around the outside in Saint-Devote? We will see. Science is going to be driving for Audi in 26. We will see. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. F1 Crazy says Science bins it. John Boss going for Max. Previously supporting Alonso, now with Max. Bob's having a morning coffee. Rubber Slug saying must have a girlfriend. Up to you, Rubber Slug. However you want to roll. Science for Audi. Okay, maybe Science to Audi is the big play. Maybe that's the 4D play. What about Vettel to Audi? What about Mick Schumacher to Audi? How are Audi going to do in Formula 1? What was that? T saying Alonso's got it. We'll see. I mean, turn 1's going to be critical, but then that whole lap, is Alonso just going to put him under pressure like we've never seen? Charles Leclerc walking down to the grid now, being interviewed. He's looking pretty relaxed. I think the pressure's off for him, really. It's another year at his home GP where it hasn't quite worked out. Patrick saying Ricciardo to Audi. John, always with Max, never changed. I've got Dutch blood in me. Supermax fan there. Lots of Ferrari fans in the stands, as always. Good to see. Absolutely packed out. It looks completely sold out at Monaco. Kylie Minogue's on the grid. So, shoes off for Kylie Minogue. Strong look. Sam, forecast update. Well, we've got a man on the ground. We've got F1 Crazy saying that there are clouds forming. Paul saying Maldonado to Audi. Could be, if they want to go big. If they want to get the man out of retirement. If they want to, that would be a huge... I think the Maldonado and Montoya sort of double team there. Rubber Slug, I want Alonso to win, like the kid's attitude. Yeah, as a young upcoming driver, Alonso I think really has a great attitude there. F1 Crazy in Grandstand K, and all he's seeing is Red Bull and McLaren fans. Hashtag Papaya Crew. It is a very, very, very busy grid. It's a very busy grid here. I've never seen a grid this busy, actually. It's just a lot of camera crews sort of bumping into each other. It's just camera crews interviewing other camera crews. Don't know if that was David. Oh, it's the Gran Turismo people. Orlando Bloom's here. Yeah, what's David Harbour? So the Gran Turismo people here. The Gran Turismo movie coming out. Obviously, that's a bit interesting. Gran Turismo people on the Formula 1 grid. Does this mean we're going to get more Formula 1 cars? Could this be it? Is the Gran Turismo movie, what are they going to bring with that? Oh, more clouds. F1 Crazy saying more clouds coming. Okay. Clouds are confirmed. Clouds equal rain. Can't have rain without clouds. Orlando Bloom says chatting some stuff. It's crazy how these drivers are. We can see F1 Crazy. Can you see Orlando Bloom, F1 Crazy? We can see F1 Crazy on his phone there in the chat. The actor who plays Jan Mardenborough is so tall. He's like a foot taller than Martin Brundle. Chicken Nugget says no. A little bit of rain is coming from Italy. Okay. Will Mercedes sneak a podium? We will see. We will see. You have to wave. F1 Crazy, you have to wave. Wave now and we'll see. If you can see Orlando Bloom, because this is the back of Grandstand K, because I've been there. Oh, Martin Brundle's been denied access by someone in Red Bull. He's not happy about it. He's kicked off again. He's kicked off. Oh, Christian Horner's coming in and saved the day. It's mad. Someone from Red Bull was like, no, you're not coming in here. So the Grand Prix is about to go down here in Detroit. Very, very, very nice. Bob saying clouds. Yeah. Chicken nuggets. Oh, umbrellas are out. This could be it. This is when you see the umbrellas come out. Michael says, is F1 crazy? F1, yeah, the character, yes, F1 crazy has evolved.
Copy.
Atmospheric busy grids. Imagine someone drops his phone light and nobody sees it. It's a very good point, but I think they do sweep it after. It's a very good point, though. You make a good point. So when I was at Formula E in Berlin, there was a protest. So in Formula E in Berlin, it was crazy. So in Formula E, they do a burnout before they actually start. So the lights go green. They do a burnout. Then they stop. They go forward like 5 meters with a burnout. Then they stop and then they go. They did the burnout. They were about to go, and then someone ran onto the track and like sat on a car. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. It was very dangerous. Danny says, I don't like how they plan to take out the MG UK and stuff in 26. I think they want to make it simpler, right? Strive to survive, make you feel F1 is rigged for drama. We will see. It's a busy old grid. It's a busy old grid. This is a chef. They've got a chef on the grid. It's just... I find it quite funny being on the grid because when you're on these grids, like I've been now, you have a lot of celebrities who I think are used to being like the big person in the room. Like, if they were anywhere else, like if Kylie Minogue was anywhere else, they would be the big person in the room. But on the grid... Oh, Adrian Newey's in the background. On the grid... He looks a bit like that chef. That chef looks like a bigger version of Adrian Newey. On the grid, they're all like sardines in the tin. I find it quite funny. Some of them are a bit more comfortable with it than others. Damn, next year we need to try and get on this Monaco grid, right? Oh, it's Thibaut Courtois. Very fast sim racer. I think I might have raced Thibaut Courtois. Makes sense though to be a goalkeeper, Real Madrid goalkeeper, and have those reflexes. Welcome, Chief Verstappen. Chief Verstappen, let us know who you're supporting. Important for us to know who you're going to be rooting for in this race, Chief Verstappen. Netflix put jet engines in the Red Bulls to create drama. That is the conspiracy theory. I've heard that. Literally, I think... So the rumour is that Netflix actually put General Electric jet engines in the Red Bull to create some drama. So that I've seen that rumour getting some traction. I can't confirm it or deny it. For GT7, the movie, the reason they brought Mavericks in the game is to replace the Red Bull in the movie. Ah, okay. That could be it. I think Martin Brundle's done with this track walk. He hasn't really made much progress in this one. He's just sort of been like there. People have been like bustling around. Hamilton's running to the front. Must be time for the anthems or something. 14 minutes to go. They do this stuff by the minute, by the way. Yeah, you can see in my grid walk, I tried to go to like the Porsche car, like really close, and the security guard for Porsche was like, no, you can't come here. So I was like trying to go in and out, and eventually we got round him. Amugiwa. I have no idea most things you say, Chicken Nugget. But each to their own, you know? There are the Prince of Monaco and the Princess are there. It's absolutely rammed. What a ridiculous thing Monaco GP is. It's one of those ones, we'll all miss it when it's gone. I find it... Some people just do it for cheap clicks, I think. Monaco should go, Monaco should go. They know that it gets people riled up, but... You know... It's irresponsible to do that, I think. GT7 movie going to get postponed to the year 3035. I think it could get postponed later till then. Honestly, I think they could push it back later. I think they might even go to the year 6000 with that movie. So, 13 minutes to go, everyone. John Boss isn't going to miss it. John's like, get rid of Monaco. Don't need this. Don't need this faff around this little inappropriate circuit. Get us to the proper tracks. Bespoke circuits. Verstappen's winning the pole, everyone. Verstappen is winning that pole. By the way, let me know when the F1 manager stops. So I think hasn't it got the game sound in the background that we're sort of using here? F1 Crazy, they look silly in their hats. Yes. Patrick says Monaco and Ferrari are F1. F1 Crazy can just about see it. Let's get this video back minimized. Bear with me. If I do this. Boom. There we go. In fact, let me skip all... Oh, hang on. I shouldn't have done this. Right. Let me try to skip all this to the race. Because then we can actually have a race in the background at Monaco. Bear with me. Is Perez starting from the pits? I don't think so. I will let you know. I don't think there would be advantage. I think he can give me any tire he wants, so I don't think there'd be advantage starting from the pits. Well, they probably wouldn't lose too much time either because it would hit the back of the pack so quickly. Vlatka being a 90s kid, this has always been my favourite. Vlatka went here on a school trip. School trip to Monaco. How cool is that? Maybe the younger generation don't really like Monaco as much. I don't know. Maybe that could be it. Toedge wants GT7 Monaco. We all do. Honestly, can you imagine? Can you imagine? No PSVR 2 in the Formula 1 game. Oh, whoa! There's a rival stream in here. There's a rival... Ah, look at that. Mods are on it. It's almost coming in with a rival stream. Where's the decency? I'm not going into other streams like, oh, sack that stream off. You know? Simulate to the race. Alright, let me get the race started, chat. Let me get it, like, on the beginning of the race. And we'll start at the same time. Grandpa Barbecue Game Cat says... Leclerc for the win. Oh, you're one of the few to say he's not doing that well in the pole. He's not doing that well in the old pole.
The time has come to fight it out.
It's race day, everyone. It's race day.
This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize.
The Red Bull displayed promise. Forget how you do all this stuff. Oh, go away. There we go. Start the race. We'll pause it, we'll pause it.
It's bright and sunny.
We'll pause it. F1 Crazy cars firing up, the clouds are moving, not as clear anymore. Not as clear anymore in the sky. Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know.
And here's the second Red Bull driver.
We're getting ready, everyone. We're getting ready. 9 minutes to go. We'll be going at 1 PM sharp UK... Oh, 2 PM sharp UK time. 1 PM local time? No, 3 PM local time. Don't worry, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to pause it.
This is the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Oh.
And away we go.
Right, so we'll get that going. We'll get that going. We'll have that in the background once we do it. It's 10 to 3 local time, okay. Neil says, I think the problem is partly the more advanced the car gets, the more incongruous to track. Neil, you can't be dropping word like incongruous on a Sunday. I don't even know what that word means. But I agree with your point. Neil, hope Max gets a good start. He had a weak start last. For people are saying this. People are saying Max hasn't been having the best starts. Maybe Alonso could be all over him. Maybe he could be all over him. Patrick, if Alonso has a good day... Yes, I agree. I agree. Ferring, I'm too excited for the race start. My heart is beating. Get your last votes in before turn 1 is going to happen. Who's going to win this? Who's going to win it? How is the stream, by the way? Is the stream all good? Is it nice and smooth? Let me know if it's all nice and smooth, everyone. We're gonna be ready with the standings. We're going to be ready with those standings. You can see. Wayne would love to see Alonso just get the lead from the start. Yes. Captain, hopefully Max stalls. Oh, can you imagine the drama? Can you imagine if Perez were to get more points than Max here? Stream's good. Good. I had to tweak some stuff because we were really pushing it. This PC is an absolute hero. Need to bury this PC once it dies. It deserves it. Stream spot on. Very good. Everything fine with the stream. Let's try and get up to 100 likes. We've got 100 people watching, 68 likes. Let's try and get 100 likes before the race starts. If you are enjoying this stream and you want to help the stream, just hit that like button. We're on 68. We just need 32 more and we will get to the big 100 likes. We can do it, everyone. We can do it. Have I got permission to show the race? I've always had permission to do what we're doing. And every other stream we've done is still live. That's all I can say. Can you call out when the formation lap starts? Yes, I will do. They're just doing some more advertising on Sky. Because Sky is one big advert for stuff. If someone stalls to get a huge pile up, yeah, that's true. They had to red flag the race last year, didn't they? They had a period where they red flagged it. Last year was insane. Absolute chaos. Indy 500 latest well. Good to see you, Motive. Good to see you, JC 9.53, flashing that 12-month badge. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we've pumped it up to 78 likes, everyone. 78 likes. We are well on our way to 100 likes. I know Vlaka's going to be keeping an eye on the old LPH. I think we're getting about 70 LPH at the moment. Pretty good. 6 minutes to go. Chris, you're not actually streaming the race. Chris talks a lot of sense. Vlaka doesn't want to imagine crashes. Yeah, we don't. Unfortunately, there was almost a horrendous crash in Formula 2, which would have overshadowed. If that crash had been any worse in Formula 2, people know what I'm talking about. I don't think this race would be happening. It was potentially that bad. So fingers crossed that race control are going to be a little bit more on it than that. Thanks, DJ. Indy 500. We can do the. Let's see how we go with the stream. Let's see how we go. Motor didn't see the F2 race here. As you might expect, F2 at Monaco is probably second only to like Macau. No budget cap in Indy. Right, we're getting close. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. I don't want to explain it because it's potentially horrific, but people that have seen it will know what was going to go. What happened? Right, they're doing the pre-roll credits now. Pretty dope. Your own Martin Brindle style walk. Yeah, well, we actually did we've done a grid walk. Just checking, we're all good. Yeah, on the standings. Verstappen. Oh, yeah, so we're settled now. Verstappen, Alonso, Ocon sides. Hamilton has been promoted. So Ocon in P3. What if Ocon gets ahead of Alonso? I'm not sure there's much love lost between Ocon and Alonso, by the way. Last year they were teammates here. Were they? Or 2 years ago they were teammates. Trying to remember. Chat, we're getting closer now. We're getting closer to race start. This is it. 4 minutes to go. F1 Crazy, can you give us a update on the weather, if you don't mind? What are we seeing cloud-wise? Last year they were teammates. Okay, yeah. Because I spoke to them both last year. If you've seen the posts on YouTube and on Twitter, been tweeting a lot, doing some big tweets. Be not. Three minutes to go, everyone, till the Monaco GP. And Verstappen is winning the pole right now. 40. Oh, it just went down. 48%. F1 Crazy saying it's cloudy at Monaco. I'm gonna confirm that in the chat. I'm gonna confirm that. Rain clouds at Monaco. Confirmed by a man on the ground there. F1 Crazy, sure it will rain. Sure it will rain, man. Thanks, Vlaka. Glad you're enjoying it, TJ. Maybe we'll put them on a different channel as well. We will see. Compound-wise, what are we talking about? the 3 softest compounds available, which then sort of filter into soft, medium, and hard. 2 compounds need to be used here. I presume it's going to be soft and medium strap. Don't know if anyone's going to be starting on the mediums. I will let you know, because that would be an interesting strat. Right, going to confirm the starting grid. Are they doing it from the back? Perez, yeah, at the back. Guan Yu Zhou, P19. Nico Hulkenberg, 18. Kevin Magnussen, 17th. The 2 Hasses, disaster really in qualifying for them. Logan Sargent in P16, almost getting into Q2. Valtteri Bottas falling off, he's in 15th. Albon in P13 did really well, I think. Lance Stroll in 14th has a disaster. Nick De Vries in P12 and Oscar Piastri in P11. Slightly better for the McLarens, you might say. Lando getting into Q3 but binning it. So in the end of Q2, so he's in P10. Russell in P8. Pierre Gasly's in P7. What can the Alpines do here? Then we get up to the big part of the grid. Charles Leclerc in P6. Hamilton in P5. Hamilton had to really sort of recover that qualifying session. Carlos Sainz also having to really recover qualifying. He's in P4. Esteban Ocon's in P3. Then Fernando Alonso in P2 and Max Verstappen in P1. Just less than 1/10 between their qualifying times. Max Verstappen with a Sector 3 in Q3. From the gods, really. Welcome, KCR Kip. So, F1 Crazy with live from the track saying a Ferrari in that lap on the softs. So, Ferrari potentially starting on the softs. Wally saying, I can smell the moisture in the air here at Monte Carlo. Welcome, David. Yes, could be getting wet there. Welcome, everyone in chat. Welcome. Let's get the race on. Ocon starting in P3. It's almost time to go, everyone. The balconies are full. The stream here is filling up now. People coming for the race start. Fernando Alonso are going to start on the outside. Here. What is the run going to be like at Sandevot? Max Verstappen on the right-hand side of the grid starting at P1. They're just getting ready to do the formation lap. Verstappen on medium, Alonso on hards. Guan Yu Zhou, the only driver on the soft tyre. I called it wrong. Split strategy at the front. Verstappen on the medium tyre and Alonso on the hard tyre. Wow. Split strategies. That is very interesting. Who do I want to win? I just want to see a good race. Wow, okay, so does that mean Verstappen's really worried about Alonso off the start? So they're going to start on the mediums? Could that be it? Alonso is on the hard tyre. Is he going to go for a big undercut? This is going to be the Alonso undercut. The Alonso cut, right? He's going to sit there behind Max, hopefully. And he's going to get on the medium tyre whilst Max is going to be on worn mediums and he's going to try and do an undercut. Chat, let us know if you know your strategy. 100 likes for that. Thank you so much, everyone. If you know your strategy, what do we... Get out of here with your rival stream. I'm timing you out. Bad bot. What do we think? Wow, it's getting... It's a centenary of the birth of Prince Rainier III of Monaco. If you want more stats like that, feel free to go on Sky Sports, talking about the race here. Neil says he's a wily old fox. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Cars are moving. Formation lap. Alonso pits later and gets on the softs. Will he go to softs? Then? Grandpa BBQ at GameCat, thank you so much, Grandpa. Latifi for the win in the top left screen. Yes, Latifi for the win in the top left. Thank you so much for the Australian $2. I appreciate you with the donation. So incredibly generous. That is insane. Can we get some claps out for Grandpa in the chat, please? Show him our appreciation. That's how we do in this community. Very, very, very generous of Grandpa. Really, really, really cool to see. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yes, no Latifi in the race, but we'll have him in our hearts. Always. The cars are coming round now. I need to get stuff ready. Alonso praying for a safety car. Atmosphere saying Alonso's got no new tyres. Okay. Let me know when I should start the race, by the way. My stream is going to be a little bit behind. You were going to see on the standings. And F1 Edits is right there. F1 Crazy say, welcome Neon Sphere. Good to see you. I see you, Neon Sphere. I see you in all chats. Let's see what's going to go here from the start. We're all good to go. The car's lining up. Sergio Perez is still around the swimming pool. It's a really strung out grid here. Really strung out. How's the live timing kicked up? You've got the tyres now. You can see the tyres as well on live standing. Max is on medium tyres. Not what we're... Yeah, Max on the mediums, Alonso on the hards. Yes, indeed, sorry. So Alonso is going to get on the softer compound later. Unless the soft is a viable race tyre. I just don't know. I just don't know here. Both Red Bulls are on mediums. Guan Yu Zhou's on the soft tyre. Sergio Perez is very, very, very late to the grid. He's very late to the grid. Is this some sort of weird tactics? It's not going to be helping out Max Verstappen. On my screen, it's lights, 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 5 lights. And they go out. I'm going to call it as I see it. Alonso doesn't really get a good start. He has to sort of tuck in behind it. Ocon's going to be up the inside. Ocon might try and go for it. He doesn't. It's going to be... Oh, man. Alonso almost slides into the barrier like Perez did. Meanwhile, Hamilton was trying to go around the outside of Leclerc, but Verstappen is going to keep first place. Are we all good? Is it all working on the... Yes, you got the gaps up, everyone. We are good to go. We are good to go. Everything is working. Nice, 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 nice. This is it. Welcome to the Monaco GP. Alonso did not have a good start, unfortunately for him. And you can see the sectors are rolling in. The sectors are rolling in right now. They're going around the hairpin. There was a yellow flag. Oh, one of the last straw. There's contact at the back. Sergio Perez. It was 4 wide. They're trying to do Formula E going around the hairpin. Didn't actually work. Didn't actually work for them. And some cars have really lost out of the back. I'm not sure this is what we want to be watching. We want to be... Ah, okay, right. Back at the front by the swimming pool chicane. Similar to what you can see on the screen. Max Verstappen is now eking out a gap. Looks like it might already be a second gap for Max Verstappen. So Alonso is really dropping back, but he's not under massive pressure from Ocon yet. But Verstappen is really dropping the hammer. Is Verstappen just going to show here that he and Red Bull are the dominant force in Formula 1? We will see. It is pretty impressive here from... Oh, no. Lance Stroll saying he's got a puncture. So there was quite a lot of contact in the back there. Hopefully everything is working for you as you can see it on the screen. Yes, you can. You got it. And who is that in? Sergio Perez is in off the medium tyre. And did they even change? Yes, they had changed tyres. So Sergio Perez is now going out on the white walled hard tyre. Oh, almost a collision in the pit lane. Guan Yu Zhou, he started on the soft tyres. He's also pitted. And I think Nico Hulkenberg pitted. A lot of people pitting on lap 1. Sergio Perez is going for the big strat here. Sergio Perez is going for the big strat. He's going for the big undercut. We see it in Gran Turismo 7. So he now has clear air. He managed to get out ahead. That's pretty amazing. He got out ahead of Guan Yu Zhou. I don't know how they did that. But Sergio Perez has now got clean air. And he's now going to try and basically overtake a lot of people on when they come into the pits. It's a big brain strategy here from Sergio Perez. He was 250 to 1 to win this race. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. It's very, very interesting what Sergio Perez is doing there. You can see he's already up to P18. Meanwhile, the grid is sort of as we were, trying to see any big winners or losers, but there aren't really that many, as you might expect. But Perez has made that big play. Keep an eye on Sergio Perez now. That is a really interesting one to see. And he's on the hard tyre, so he's going medium to hard to the end. Chicken Nuggets from big silly to big brain. Has Sergio Perez pulled the full D strat here? Up to P18. He's 34 seconds behind Verstappen. How long is it for a pit stop here? Is it about 20 seconds or so? Because that would put him only 14 seconds behind Max Verstappen. We will see. Good strat from Perez. You don't want to be stuck in traffic here. Russell is under investigation. Incorrect starting location. He's in P8 at the moment. Could be a penalty incoming for George Russell if he overstepped his marks. 24 seconds is a pit loss, and that means that Sergio Perez is only, according to that, about 6 seconds behind Max Verstappen. I mean, absolutely insane. Is this right? Can't be right. Surely not. Surely not. You can see the gaps there. Look at that gap to Perez. He's going to close up on Lance Stroll, who we think might have some sort of damage as well. Looking at the start now on Lewis Hamilton, he did decide to go up the inside of Carlos Sainz ahead, and they ended up going side by side through Saint-Devote and sort of drag racing up the hill to Casino, but Carlos Sainz does manage to pull it out ahead. Important moment then for Ferrari. We saw that Carlos Sainz looked like he was really on it beforehand. Lance Stroll, it was a mess at the hairpin, by the way, lap 1. He had cars basically stopped on the track. It was just an absolute traffic jam. Oh, Lance Stroll got pincered on the outside. Is there any more contact for... And he tries to go up the inside of a Williams here, and he gets his wing run over. He tried to go for a move, but it's absolutely terrible from Lance Stroll there. He tried to go past his Williams about 3 times, and he just kept crashing into him. Perez is 3 seconds a lap faster than leaders. Surely not. Can you confirm? Yes, you can. Perez fastest man on the track. 1:16.3 for Perez. 1 minute 18.1. He was 250 to 1 to win this race. Can he do it? 2 seconds a lap quicker. Wow. Ferrick says, judging by the radar, if the rain comes, it will be huge. Potential red flag. Is this going to be another Monaco race from the gods? How Perez jumped Guan Yu Zhou in the pits, I do not understand. But yet he has set the fastest lap of the race. A 1:16.5 last one as well. Welcome Lael to the chat. He's closing fast. How soon is it going to be before Perez hits Lance Stroll? What? Perez is more than 3 seconds quicker than Lance Stroll. Perez is more than 3 seconds quicker than pretty much everyone ahead of him. Perez is playing some obscene big brain strat here. I don't know how he fits his head in that helmet, frankly, because what they're doing is an absolute masterclass. More clouds. F1 Crazy is down live at the circuit, by the way. Nico Hulkenberg has picked up a penalty. He has a 5 seconds. Is there going to be a penalty for George Russell as well? We will see. Perez is clear. Have a look at the standings. Have a look at the gap that Perez is closing. You can see, just unbelievable. I mean, I wonder if Max is on a different strategy, really. Max has to make those tyres last longer. Well, he doesn't know. Max can, Perez has to make those tyres last the whole way. This is going to be a classic from Sergio Perez. He won here last year. He was on pole here last year. So we clean this doing. Welcome, Jab, new subscriber. Like your style. If you're watching this and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. You won't regret it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do lots of Formula 1. I do grid walks. I go around the world and do this sort of stuff. Be good to have you with us. Welcome, Sam Rust, as well. Oh, man. I was going to say, who do you think's had the best start? But everyone's going to say Sergio Perez. There's no one who's had a better start to this race than Sergio Perez. Perez doesn't need to overtake them because if he can jump them when they're in the pits. This is the smart strategy about Sergio Perez. He's already done his pit stop. He's just doing a one stop when everyone else... Sergio Perez is 17 seconds behind Pierre Gasly in P7. A pit stop takes longer than 17 seconds. So when Pierre Gasly pits, he will come out behind Sergio Perez. It is big brain strategy from Sergio Perez here. I cannot understate or overstate or whatever the phrase is. Perez is on a mad one. Welcome, Keith. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Carl Smith, Hulkenberg doing well. Hulkenberg has a 5-second penalty. And he's in last place. So I wouldn't say he's doing well. And I think he got the penalty after he'd pitted as well. So they could have taken it there. He's now going to need to have that added on at the end of the race. 19 seconds pit loss has been confirmed. Okay, 19 seconds. That means that Perez is already effectively ahead of Gasly. So he's already up to P. He might be ahead of Leclerc. My word, Perez is up. Perez is basically in provisional P3 here. Or P4. Perez is in provisional P4. Jab, you don't want to go anywhere else. Trust me, you want to follow it here. We've got the most insight, most knowledgeable chat. We've got everything you need here. You've got the standings. Save your money. Watch it here for free. And enjoy the 2023 Monaco GP. Verstappen 2.5 seconds ahead of Fernando Alonso. But Perez is consistently lapping in the 1 minute 16. Guan Yu Zhou also kind of on it as well. Wonder Guan Yu Zhou sort of following Perez. Russell not going to get a penalty. Weird. Normally those ones are slam dunk, but Russell not getting a penalty. Davis got it. Hulkenberg going to get smacked to the shadow rim. Cat saying as long as there's no yellow flags. Yes, we will see. If there's a safety car here, even better news for Sergio Perez because he's already made his pit stop. Amazing how all this stuff works, isn't it? Amazing, amazing, amazing. By the way, if you're new here, let us know, who do you want to win the Monaco GP? Let us know in the chat who you want to win. Are you a Max Verstappen fan? Are you a Fernando Alonso fan? We got Fernando down here. Has anyone seen Fernando? He had all tyres won't catch Max. You don't know. You just don't. Sergio Perez is a tyre whisperer. He did it at Bahrain. Anyone remember Sergio Perez at Bahrain? He can go long on the tyre. He did it for Force India for years. Verstappen 2.1 seconds ahead of Alonso. Alonso 6 seconds ahead of Ocon. Verstappen and Alonso here going hammer and tongs. Sergio Perez still with the fastest lap of the race. How far behind is Sergio Perez from Lance Stroll? He's 1 second behind Lance Stroll. Sergio Perez has already caught the trap, so now we will see. Now we will see. Keith is exactly right. Now we will see. How is Sergio Perez going to be with overtaking here? This is the big question. He's executed part 1 of the strategy, but how is he going to be overtaking? So Sergio Perez is just 1 second behind Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll we know has damage because he got his wing run over twice. Classic Lance there. Mike saying Alonso. Brandon, anyone but Max. I want to hear from you. Let me know in the chat. Who do you want to win the Monaco GP? Jab saying Norris. Let's feel the support for your favourite driver. Let's see who people are supporting out here in the real world. And Alonso really keeping the gap. My word. You can see around, I think it's Tabac. They're absolutely tearing up the advertising on the barriers here. I think there's more advertising this year on the barriers. There didn't need to be this much advertising, and it's all getting ripped up because the cars are just running so close to the barrier. They're tearing it up. Keith with the gifted membership. Thank you so much, Keith. Can we get some claps out for Keith in the chat? Gifting a membership to GP Appropriate and the Monaco GP. Can we get some claps out for Keith? Smash that love button as well. Keith Bennett there, gifting a membership. Very, very, very cool to see. Gifting, passing on the love to GP. Please, please, please get some claps out in chat. That's how we do it here. D-Dan wanting to win it himself. Good luck, D-Dan. Don't know where you are on the grid yourself. Looking at the times here. Verstappen 17.0. Alonso 17.7. Almost a second faster for Verstappen. Perez still has the fastest lap of the race, but he's right behind Lance Stroll now. He's right behind. It's less than a second. He needs to overtake. On my screen, they're going into the hotel, under the hotel, into the tunnel. Can he pull a move? We'll have a look on the exit. No, he's too far back. Oh, is this going to be the end of the Sergio Perez sort of love story here? How can he do it on that hard tyre? How can he overtake? It's going to be difficult. No worries, Cat. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What a nice guy. Yeah, look at the claps out there for Keith. Lots of love for Keith in the chat there. Gifting the membership. It's very, very, very cool to see. Very cool to see. GP with the lucky recipient. Way to go, Keith. Yes, we love to see it. Keith, let us know who you're supporting in the race. But Sergio Perez here, I think the rail, he needs people to pit ASAP. He needs, because now he's running at Lance Stroll pace. So Lance Stroll's last lap was at 18.6. And you see Perez at 18.2. So now Perez is almost second and a half slower than Verstappen. So Perez is now falling back from Verstappen. Alonso's on the radio. He's 3 seconds behind Verstappen. Alonso, remember, could also try and do a cheeky undercut. But where is he going to come out? At the moment, I think Alonso would come out just behind Russell. So in an ideal condition, Alonso would do an undercut here, get on the faster medium tyre, and put out maybe a second a lap on Verstappen. He would force Verstappen to pit, or being at risk of getting undercut, but he would just come out in traffic. Behind that, we've got Verstappen and Alonso here are in a class of their own. We've got Verstappen, Alonso, and then there's 12 seconds back to Ocon. He's with Sainz, Hamilton, Leclerc, Gasly, and then it bunches up all the way pretty much to Sergio Perez. Pretty crazy. Strong start for Alonso. Completely agree. Alonso with a good start here. Key saying Max's 2000th lap in first place in F1. Pretty crazy. For still such a young driver. I want to know if you're sporting Max Verstappen or this man, Fernando Alonso. Let us know. It's Fernando Alonso here. Right, who's going to make the moves? Anyone going to be able to do an overtake? Who's going to get the Overtaker of the Day award?